First, let's talk about SipGate. Right now, I have 3 communities that are all part of the Wubby community. I have 3 communities. Community number 1, the community that watched last night's kick stream. We will call them right now the all-knowing. We have community number 2, the community who maybe watches kick sometimes or whatever, but didn't watch last night's kick stream. And then we have community number 3, and again, you can mix and match here, people who browse the subreddit. And there's a lot of information we need to cover so that everybody is caught up to speed. So yesterday, before my kick stream, I had a very short kick stream at a very early time. It was very random. And there was a post on the subreddit. Is Wubby waiting for someone to notice he takes fake sips from an empty shaker, or is it a running joke? This person even commented, I'm not crazy, I'm autistic. And crazy. Their words, not mine. I saw this post and I could tell like there was a little bit of truth to this person. I think they might be on the spectrum, which is fine. But I think overall they were half joking, half serious. Like, I'm joking, but also what happened in this clip. So here is the clip in question. I'd like to show you the clip. And I watched it. The clip made me laugh because I was like, son of a bitch, I took a fake sip. Here I am, fluffy hair and all.
What a fucking absolute loser.
Watch the liquid on the bottom. Does not even reach my mouth. Distracted. That's it. So I saw this and I was like, okay, I have 2 options. I went live on Kick to a very, very small portion of my audience. And I told them, I said, hey guys, here's what happened in the clip, but that's not funny. I think this whole thing is so absurd. We should do something different with it. So let me show you the VOD from yesterday. I have clips to explain this. So here is some of the VOD from yesterday. Still public, was never not public. All of this information has been publicly available for the last 24 hours. My drink is that low. We are usually halfway through or more of the stream at this point. It's a habit. It's a habitual reach drink. This is probably me realizing, my drink is damn near empty, but I'm either talking to a chatter, responding to a chatter. Hell, I think in this clip, literally, I'm reading chat. So I'm like, oh, the back end of my brain goes, oh, there's nothing there. Whatever. Okay. Too many Wubbies
I
on
do it
screen.
a few times. Right?
So we talk about it. I'm like, but this is absurd. You all knew that. Most people know that. I'm not going to convince the schizos, right? That's all it is. And I see people in the comment section. So I came up with the idea while live to instead of leaving it there and going, well, I'll let me explain it. I had the idea, instead of making a whole stream defending myself, what if right now we make a clip for the subreddit to just encourage the schizophrenia? What if I just bait them further? What is that going to include? That means you cannot clip this part, but I'm going to give you a clip right now. There are speculations on here that I think some of them are jokes, but what's crazy is how, and now I'll show you more. Now for the next 10 minutes or so, we go over how we're going to bait the subreddit. Everyone's like, delete the VOD, hide the evidence, delete the VOD. What's funny is I'm like, we won't even have to. Reddit and the internet is so ready to jump that all they would have to do is click on watch the full VOD. Like, just even to hear the conversation before and after the clip. All you'd have to do is hear 10 seconds before or after to know it was total schizo bait. And that didn't happen. And boys, this went so much further than I could have ever predicted. And I want you to know I have deep regret because this went way further than I thought. I'll show you. I have clips to show what my intent was and everything, but here is the clip that went all over. So first, this is what we filmed. This is my fake admission speech. Here it is. Fake sips. I do want to say this. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to point it out. I feel like it kind of ruins some of the magic, but yes, in my contract with GamerSupps, not only am I required to have a cup on stream within reach at all times, but I won't say how many. I don't want to be too specific. I'm not allowed, but I have to put the cup to my mouth and at least show that I'm taking a sip a certain amount of times in an hour. I thought this was so absurd. I didn't even think it would get my community. But hold on. There's so much more to go over here. But here, once again, this is the clip. It's not per stream. It's per hour. I'm not going to say how many it is, but just to point it out, because I love that I'm not going to say how many it is because it doesn't exist, right? Because it's me when I lie. A lot of people on the sub are speculating on it. Yes, I do have a certain amount. I don't even have to drink it. Listen, they take good care of me and I take good care of them. All right. Okay, so there's the clip. Also, this is crazy. You didn't even cut it correctly. I start laughing. So here is now literally seconds after. This is what they didn't clip. Here is from the VOD. Here is seconds after. So what I did was I sat still in silence for a few seconds so clippers could get the right clip. I sat in silence for a few seconds immediately after my speech. Ready? Okay, was it convincing? Is it a good clip? My God, I feel like the internet needs a literacy lesson. All of the information is publicly right in front of you. I couldn't even, like, we didn't even, like, supercell the bait where it's like you had to be a sleuth. All you had to do was watch like, I want to be clear, by the way, not even go hunting. Even if you were curious, like, I wonder what he meant by, let me hear what chat's reaction, anything. This is 5 seconds after the clip. Do you think it worked? Was that good?
Did I sell it well? I felt like it wasn't selling well at all.
Chat locked in. Oh, chat was on it. Yeah, so chat in chat was totally faking too. We had a whole plan for everyone in chat to sell. So then we were like, let's post this on my subreddit. Let's let everybody see what we've done here. It got posted to the subreddit, but we were hoping to pick up people who don't watch stream, who don't consume the content, who are just looking to be mad about something. And we found a problem when the people in on the joke went to the comments. We could not tell who was in on the joke and who wasn't. So while live, we developed a system to put a tilde in your comment if you knew this was a bit. If you knew this was a bit, you were told to put a tilde in the comment section. So now if you go to the thread, Wubby admits to faking sips. 800 upvotes, 500 comments, top comment. The one time schizos were right, tilde. Like deadass, I'm blocking him, tilde. Go to Burger Planet. Can someone please tell me what this meme is? Uh-oh, we picked one up. I heard anime makes me butt plugs. Okay, they didn't watch, that's okay. I knew it, tilde. Most of these comments have some kind of tilde. People even got more and more weird and creative with it. And then this thread is blowing up. People getting mad at me for taking this. People meat writing and defending me. No tildes, right? Then reports and posts on our subreddit of people saying, I think Wubby's subreddit is getting bot rated because they're all using a similar term, tilde, and I don't know what's going on. And then people going into that thread using tildes, and then people reporting them, and then arguments upon arguments on if Wubby's justified for this sip. It's both sides. People defending me tooth and nail. People saying, what a fucking sellout con artist. Meanwhile, all of us just sitting here going, what if we just like really obviously lie about something? Have all the context fully public. Don't hide it. Don't delete the VOD. Just leave it all up there. Leave it all up there and see what happens. Then my chat started saying, post this to LSF. And I'd like to share with you my commentary on that because I want you guys to know this was never meant to be a prank on the internet. This is an inside joke. There's been a lot of posts about fake sips on my subreddit, and I think most of it is funny. People just fucking around. So I was like, let's fuck with them. So people were like, post it to LSF. Let me show you my response to that when people were saying that.
Just schizo.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. I can't believe it, SipGate. Put it on LSF. Don't put it on LSF. And here's the reason why. I think that my community cares about SipGate because it's funny to us. This goes on LSF and they go, okay, why is Wubby admitting that he's paid by a sponsor to drink a drink? How is this even interesting? It's only interesting in my community because they're like, and what did you guys do? What did you fucking retards do? Well, you waited till I got offline and you posted it on LSF. And here we go. Not only is the top comment on LSF still you guys with the tilde, which I thought was very funny, but you thought we were gonna pick up confused stragglers in my subreddit waiting to jump down my throat. Oh boy. The can of worms was opened when it went to LSF. And before you said, well, this was bait made for LSF. I don't know what more I can do than be like extremely clear to my audience. Hey, I'm playing a joke on my sub. Let's do that. Nobody else is going to care outside the fucking sub. And just to prove that again, here is another clip of me getting more annoyed at people being like, spam it to LSF. It's like, why? Nobody cares.
Chill. We gotta chill. We gotta chill.
Why did this guy keep spamming to LSF we go? You're not like listening to me. This is an inner stream meme. It literally. Now, I'm not here to say, I'm not so naive to say, well, but you did something online, you can't control where it gets posted. That's valid. I hear you, right? I don't want anyone for a second thinking we were trying to pull a fast one on LSF. Like, and I feel like some people on LSF might be feeling that way. It's like, what? No. What the fuck is SipGate to someone who doesn't even watch my stream? Here's where it gets even funnier. So again, I showed you the before clip. By the way, this VOD is still public. Please go watch it. It is hilarious watching this unfold in front of our eyes and then slowly become so much bigger than we thought it could be. And keep in mind, chat, I want you to know, I'm retarded. I'm gonna say it with my whole chest. I'm dumb. Because I thought I gave too much credit to the internet. I really did. I thought even without the VOD, this was absurd. I thought it was, I'm like, there is no way like people will fall for this. I'm the stupid one. I am. I should have known that it would be, oh, it's a clip. It's literally the truth. It's scripture. I don't need to look into it anymore. Done. I missed one fucking stream. Bro, you didn't even really miss a stream. I was live for like an hour and a half yesterday. We did like nothing and then we got offline. Even after you told him not to do that, that retard still kept spamming to LSF in chat. Yeah. And the funny thing too is, by the way, LSF did not read me. LSF was rather gentle. A lot of people on LSF, I give them credit, but this was my whole point. They were defending me. They were like, yeah, dude, it's a sponsorship. Grow up. A lot of people were very chill on LSF, which was kind of my whole point. I'm like, nobody's gonna care? Why would anybody care about this? This doesn't make sense without deep context from my subreddit. LSF was chill, but that further proved my point of like, why spam this? Like, you're just trying to farm drama. And even LSF saw through it. They're like, true or not, like, what does it matter? He's admitting to doing a sponsored segment. Like, what does it matter? So, that's not all. That is not all. Yesterday, I saw Peanut and Ham. Peanut comes up to me and goes, am I missing something? What happened on the subreddit? And I'm like, he's like, I saw the clip. Peanut said this, I saw the clip, but I knew that didn't make any sense. So what am I missing? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's all fake. Like, we faked the whole thing. You got to go watch the VOD. And he's like, oh. Not only that, there were posts, and I want to say, I'm not mad at any of the people. I think it's funny to point and laugh at the people who use this as an opportunity to get mad. Very funny. Hopefully a life lesson. Probably won't be. Probably will just make them more mad. We can all point and laugh. The people who jump to my defense, I'm not laughing at you, but it was funny to see multiple posts on the subreddit defending me, being like, why are people jumping down his throat so fucking hard? Like, what is the problem? You knew this about Wubby. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, no, you're so sweet. Oh my God, you're so sweet. Please just go watch the fucking VOD. No! Do it now with more conviction. Where's the conviction? Conviction. Well, also, how do I deliver something so fucking insane? Yeah, I'm paid per sip? Motherfucker, what? What? This is, again, right after my speech. I feel like this shows you the mentality we had going into it. We were like, this is retarded, but I think we'll be able to bait some of the people on my sub. How could you even possibly put a rate to that? Okay, so now, I don't feel the need to say this because I already said this yesterday, but for the one time, I am paid per sip. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm not. That's fucking absurd. I'm not. If you want to hear the full thing, go watch my VOD from yesterday when we faked the clip. Not only am I not paid per sip, but I woke up to a DM today. This is where I'm like, this got out of hand. I woke up to a DM today from the CEO of Gamersubs. And I don't think he wants me going around leaking his DMs, but I will vaguely read his message. Alex was up and responding. He goes, paraphrasing here, what is this clip? There is absolutely nothing in your contract that says this. Links to the LSF post. Alex, who was up way before me, is like, it's a whole meme explaining the whole situation. And he goes, oh, okay. And he goes, I don't want to reveal too much, but idiots are going to run with this, I bet. And so then I hop in when I'm up and I'm like, hey, here's the full context. Please watch my fucking VOD. Please listen to what I said. He's open to it. He's like, okay, makes sense. I figured it was a bit after da-da-da-da-da. And he goes, that is the opposite of something we'd ever fucking do. And I'm like, yeah, like not only do I know that, but like, I feel like this is a great example of people are gonna believe it who are already susceptible to have some kind of anger about something else, right? That's the joke. I'm getting so hot in this. My God, this is like a fucking winter coat. I gotta bump my AC. I'm sweating in this. Next flavor needs to be paid per sip. So ladies and gentlemen, that I think in its entirety is and was SipGate. Now, before we completely move on, I will say I've already begun and I will continue to do. I keep seeing tilde posts on the subreddit. We're done. It's done now. We don't need you. I promise you, you are not the funniest one on earth. We've already had to remove like 7 different bait posts with this huge dissertation that ends in a tilde. We get it. So that's that. That's that.
6'9" inch, that's the wheelbase. Only doing 55, showing up real late. Stopping at the lost, and I'm trying to take a meal break. Only got 100 yen held up in my briefcase these days. Far cry from a Big Mac, ain't getting road head. I can't put the seat back, but I ain't tripping, cause you know I pay the least tax every day. I'm taking all the